On my breakout candidates, I had some hits, some misses, some I really regretted, and a few that even surprised me. Let's talk about them. What's going on, guys? Dick Support here, back to another video, and today we are going over the breakout candidates that I had before the season started. Let's see what I got right and what I got wrong. Also, yeah, I've been gone for a while. I moved. It took a while to get situated, but now I'm back to making videos. This is going to be in two parts. This one is going to be the AFC. The next one is the NFC. So let's not waste any more time. Let's break these players down. Okay, I really got unlucky with the AFC East. I really did. Kyrie Elam for the Bills. He only played in 3 games during the regular season. Yeah, he had injuries, but he was also benched at points during the season. Really did not have a good sophomore year. Hopefully he can rebound, but it was a rough season for him. Oh man, this one really hurts because I really liked Jalen Phillips when he came out of college. And I just thought this year, if he stays healthy, this guy is going to have double-digit sacks, probably double-digit tackles for loss. What do you know? Halfway through the season, he had 6.5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. He even had an interception, and then he tore his Achilles. Done for the season. Hopefully he's back healthy and being a force again on that Dolphins defense. Christian Gonzalez, another one. I had him as the early favorite for the Defensive Rookie of the Year. And man, during the first month of the season, he was the best rookie defensive player. He was a shutdown corner for the Patriots during the first month of the season, and then he gets hit with a torn ACL. He would have won Rookie of the Year for the defensive side had he not gotten hurt. I still believe that. See what I mean by when I said I got unlucky? At least Breakout Hall saved me. Now, he finished 6 yards short of 1,000 yards rushing. He also had 9 total touchdowns on the season. Yeah, the Jets' offense was a mess, but Breakout Hall and Garrett Wilson, they are the building pieces for that offense. Now, whether Aaron Rodgers comes back and he can recapture what he was when he was in Green Bay, that remains to be seen. But having Breakout Hall and Garrett Wilson on that team, it's going to make his job a whole lot easier. Man. Jets, please get some offensive linemen. Please. Okay, this is the one I regret the most. Why did I not go with my first instinct for Baltimore? I went with Ojabo. He played 3 games, had a sack, then he got hurt, had to be put on IR. You know who I was thinking first? Kyle Hamilton. I'm never, ever doing that again. Never, ever second-guessing my first selection because this was just a disaster for me. If you take a look at Dax Hill's stats, they're actually not that bad. Over 100 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, 11 passes defended, and 2 interceptions. The problem is he still has things he needs to work on. I don't think he's really shown what he's capable of doing just yet. We'll see what happens next year, but this was a step in the right direction. Now he's got to continue growing, and we'll see what happens. Man, I hit big on the Browns pick. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, you're talking 101 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 6 passes defended. He had a forced fumble, 2 interceptions, and 20 tackles for loss. He had more tackles for loss than Myles Garrett, the Defensive Player of the Year. That is insane when you think about that and how much of a force Myles Garrett was. That shows you how good JOK was this year. I'm so glad I picked him. Man, he's going to be very good for years to come in this league. The Steelers' offensive roles were well documented, but it didn't stop George Pickens from having over 1,000 yards. Yes, he only had 63 catches and 5 touchdowns. But you know what? Matt Canada was a disaster that should have been fired the season before, and Kenny Pickett really struggled in his second year. Now we're going to see what happens with Arthur Smith. Pittsburgh, what are you thinking? Moving down to the South, Derek Stingley Jr. did miss 5 games on the season, but he had 5 interceptions on the year. He became the shutdown corner that Houston was expecting him to be when they drafted him 3rd overall ahead of Sauce Gardner. Stingley is extremely talented, but he has to stay healthy. If he can stay healthy for the next 4 or 5 years, the Texans, they're going to be in good shape to make deep playoff runs with C.J. Stroud and this young team that is coming together. Corey Pay, to me, broke out for the Colts. He did not have double-digit sacks, but I wasn't expecting him to be a double-digit sack guy. He had 8.5 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries to go along with 56 tackles. That is good enough for me. He is definitely a piece that they can build around, as this Colts, they are a team on the rise, and I cannot wait to see what happens with a full season of a healthy Anthony Richardson. Trayvon Walker really benefited from Josh Allen being around him, but there's nothing really wrong with that. 52 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 10 sacks, along with 2 passes defended, and a fumble recovery. That's not bad, but again, he's the #1 overall pick, and with how good Aiden Hutchinson has been through his first 2 seasons, he definitely has to step it up another level. But again, it's good progress. Would I call it a breakout? I'll leave that up to you guys. The fact that Chigozie Okonkwo did solid for the Titans this year, I mean 54 catches, 528 yards, and a touchdown, for a team that really struggled offensively in the Titans, you know, I'll take that. It's not a breakout per se, but it's better than what I was expecting when I went with him for the Titans selection. So he did okay. And I'm fine with it. So you guys remember that I do go with offensive linemen in these predictions, and I went with Quinn Myers for the Denver Broncos, and he finished with a PFF grade over 80, so I'll take it. Started every game, yeah, I'm fine with it. What was it with the Chiefs receivers this year? Seriously, I have no idea what happened with this receiving corps. Even Travis Kelce had problems staying on the field this year. Ronnie Rice got better as the season went on. I should have gone with him, not Sky Moore, who only had 21 catches, under 250 yards, and a single touchdown. Not making that mistake again. Okay, for the Raiders, I went with Michael Mayer, and he had a okay rookie season. 27 catches, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns on a Raiders team that really had their struggles. It was a rough season for them, and now you have Antonio Pierce as their new head coach. I'll get more on that in another video. You know, I don't know what to expect from the Raiders next year. I really don't. But Mayer is definitely somebody, if he can make a jump in year 2, I could definitely see him being a piece that they could build around. Sometimes you hit on offensive linemen, sometimes you don't. With Zion Johnson of the Chargers, definitely did not hit on that one as a breakout candidate. He had a PFF grade under 60. And as the Chargers team as a whole, they struggled throughout the entire season. And it's why Brandon Staley got fired, because a team as talented as the Chargers should not have missed the playoffs at all. Now Jim Harbaugh has some tough decisions to make as to who to keep and who he can build around. And hopefully Johnson can make a leap in year 3. Alright guys, that was the AFC side of the breakout candidates. The NFC is going to be in another video. If that's up already, it's going to be linked down in the description box below. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Who's going to be a breakout candidate for 2024? And as always, I'll see you guys next time.